There's a reason the snow never forgets. It keeps secrets buried until someone's foolish enough to dig them up again. My name is Yuri Yudin. Yes, the Yuri Yudin. The one who was supposed to die with his friends in the Dyatlov Pass in 1959. I didn't. But maybe I was never meant to survive. Even after all these decades, their names still echo in my dreams. Igor Dyatlov, Zenaida, Rustam, Ludmila, Georgi, and the rest. I was one of them, until I wasn't. I had turned back due to illness before we reached the summit. I remember hugging Zina goodbye, promising to catch up next trip. She laughed and said, "We'll build a snow fortress waiting for you." They never came back. When the rescue team found their bodies, it wasn't hypothermia, not just that. Some were missing eyes. One had her tongue ripped out, internal bleeding, crushed skulls, radiation. Their tent was shredded from inside, as if they were trying to escape something no one could see. Every winter, their voices returned to me, in dreams, in the wind, in the way the snow falls in my backyard. I'm 76 now. My health is failing, but there's something I must do before I die. I must return to the Dyatlov Pass. February, the exact date of their disappearance. I booked a snowmobile guide to take me as far as possible. From there, I would hike the rest. The younger generation doesn't know. They call it Dyatlov Pass, like it's some legend. But for me, it's where my soul got trapped. I reached the ridge in 2 days. The snow was thick, just like in '59. Same eerie silence. No birds, no wind, just the sound of my breath and the crunch of my boots. As I approached the site where we last set up camp, I noticed something strange. A torn scrap of Igor's diary, half buried in the snow, the ink still legible. Yuri didn't come. I hope he's okay. It shouldn't be here. The investigators collected everything, didn't they? That night, I pitched my tent where we had once camped as a group. As the temperature dropped, the wind began to whisper. Not howl, whisper. Soft, indistinct voices. Familiar ones. Yuri, come back. Why did you leave us? I opened the flap and looked outside. Just snow. Then, footprints. 10 sets, surrounding the tent. I held my breath. The prints weren't coming toward the tent. They were walking away from it. Barefoot. Just like in 1959. Suddenly, crack, a sound like bones snapping echoed from the trees, followed by a laugh. But it wasn't human. It was broken, gurgled, like a wind-up toy winding down. I ventured out at dawn. I found a trail that led to the forest where the bodies had been discovered. Beneath an old pine tree, I saw Zena's scarf, frozen into the ice. Then the tree bark, scratched to ribbons like someone had clawed it trying to escape. Suddenly, I was no longer alone. A figure in the distance, barefoot, in a tattered coat. Yuri, it rasped. I backed away. More figures appeared, faces twisted, eyes black. They weren't bleeding, they were hollow. Then, the pain started. A sudden pressure in my chest. I dropped to the snow, gasping. It felt like my ribs were being crushed from the inside out. Just like Rustam's body. I screamed. And that's when I heard it again. The whisper. Only now it was inside my head. We showed them what they weren't meant to see. We paid for it. Now you will too. Night fell fast. I ran back to the tent, but it was shredded, exactly like before. From the inside out, the wind picked up. The snow spiraled into a blizzard. I could barely see a few feet ahead. And then, footsteps. Crunch, crunch, crunch. They stopped when I stopped. I turned quickly. Nothing. I ran. As I stumbled through the whiteout, I came across an old Soviet radio transmitter, long dead, but static buzzed faintly from it. Voices. My voice, from 1959. Laughing, talking about the trip. Then screams, crushing, ripping, and silence. I fell to my knees. I was weeping. "I'm sorry. I should have stayed. I should have died with you." Then I felt warmth. A hand on my shoulder. Zena, smiling. "Now you can," she whispered. They found me 3 days later, frostbitten, delirious. They said I was mumbling names, speaking in Old Russian. They airlifted me to a hospital. I don't remember much after that. But there's something the medics found in my coat. A roll of undeveloped film, not mine. When it was processed, the last photo made headlines. 9 figures surrounding a 10th. The 10th was me, mouth wide open, eyes rolled back. And behind us, a silhouette in the snow. Towering, blurred, not human. The photo was leaked and disappeared shortly after. The Russian government has since denied it ever existed. I should have died in 1959, but something let me go. Something wanted the story to be told. So if you ever hear whispers in the wind on a frozen night, don't follow them. Some secrets are meant to stay buried beneath the snow.